Hello and welcome to another happy pod. For now, my name is Nathan, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Lawrence, who's a bit of a bloody dickhead, and he's going to tell us all what this silly little show is all about. For now.
Stop doing that. It's not for now. They still get to know what the show is about.
It's for now, okay.
This is the show where each week we get together to discuss something in the realm of pop culture. For now, all right? It could be a movie, could be a telly show, it could be a video game. The rest of them are movies.
They're all movies, all right?
Yeah.
They're just movies from here on out, all right? You can probably drop that from now on, all right? It's just movies.
This is the show that's soon to be ending, where we talk about 5 movies.
Come on, man.
Anyway, we avoid the toxic discourse that is oh so prevalent these days. Nathan, me good man, how you doing?
Me good man? What is this?
I thought I'd bust out a bit of old-timey English for you there.
I don't like it one bit, if I'm being honest with you.
All right, but how are you there?
Not bad, not bad. I finished work at like 3:45 today.
Ooh.
And then, well, I started at like 7:45, so that's why.
Oh.
And then I like went to bed, and then I woke up at like 8, so I'm feeling pretty refreshed right now.
Yeah, but now you're gonna have a hard time getting to sleeps.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know,
what's going on with your Zoom call?
Why am I glitching? What's happening?
Hello, we're back. Something happened. I don't know. Our internet was fucky for 10 minutes.
Not mine.
What? It weren't mine. We did internet speed tests.
Not mine. I'm good, mate.
It wasn't mine either. It was some mysterious other thing.
Well, it's working now. That's all I'm saying.
And I didn't change anything. Your download speed went up, so there's that.
Yeah.
You said it was on like 500, and then when it went up, we got better again. So I think it was you.
All right, but first of all, we wouldn't be having a problem on 500 anyway, though, okay? 500 is not some fucking backwater Wi-Fi speed, all right? That's pretty good, all right?
It's a poor podcaster that blames his tools, Nathan.
And that's what you're doing. You're blaming the tools. Not me.
I'm blaming your tools. There's a difference.
I'll kill you. Have you considered that?
I hadn't considered that, and now I'm frightened for my very life.
Good.
Nathan, it's time for a bit of this. Another happy question.
Gotta get used to pressing those buttons.
Look, I'll cut the delay, all right?
But I'm just saying, you gotta get used to it. You gotta work. You gotta have the button ready to go and then do your lead into it, all right?
I know.
Just a bit of hosting etiquette for you, okay? You gotta have that ready to go, man.
I know. I can only apologise. The audience won't know what that. I'll know what. I'll keep the delays. You heard what Nathan heard.
Okay.
Nathan, today we're obviously talking about Popstar, Never Stop, Never Stopping, a very personal movie for me and you, somewhat, in that we have an anecdote that we've, I'm sure, told thousands of times on this very podcast.
I don't think we have, but
I'm sure we have. I think we told it last week.
No, we didn't. Why would we?
I don't know. Look, the question I'm asking you, obviously this sees famous SNL cast members Andy Samberg and the Lonely Island Boys take on the music industry in a sort of parody-esque way. If you could kind of cast an SNL cast member and see them take on an industry parody, who would it be and what would they be parodying?
Okay.
So I've got like, I guess I'll open it up to SNL cast member / comedian, because like things to think about, right? We've got like Ben Stiller taking the piss out of Hollywood in Tropic Thunder. You've got Bill Hader taking the piss out of Amdrams in Barry, which is obviously not just about that, but Pete Davidson's probably done some stoner comedies that feel a bit piss-takey, or he's just been in stoner comedies, one of the two. So I don't know. That's where you're at. You don't have to do a big pitch. It's just a vague idea.
Okay.
I feel like there's enough SNL. You're up to date with current sketches. You always are going, did you see this on SNL?
I'm not up to date with current I'll occasionally see a sketch on YouTube.
You're not watching it live?
No, I'm not.
You're not watching it on
'cause
Saturday
I don't-
Night Live?
No, because first of all, it airs on Sunday, all right? Okay? And that's not even the time difference. It airs on Sunday in America as well.
Why does that happen?
Because it starts at like midnight or whatever.
Ah.
Yeah. I think, anyway. I don't know. Don't shoot me. But also, I don't think we actually can watch it here. Like, I don't think it actually airs here.
You could. I guess torrenting's a thing, but you can't watch it live here. No, definitely not.
You can't watch it live here. Like, not legally, anyway. Like, yeah. So I don't know.
Your dad, one of you, like various people's dads with like their dodgy Amazon Fire Stick, I'm sure will find.
What is
a
it
way.
with dads and fire sticks, man?
It's so annoying.
They've always got an Amazon Fire. Every time I go to my dad's, he's like, "I've got an Amazon Fire Stick. All right, let's watch all these movies in bad cam quality." And I'm like, "Dad, I don't want to do this. All right, I can just torrent these, and they're better. All right, they don't know torrenting. They only know dodgy Amazon Fire Stick."
I'm like, I say this to my dad all the time. I'm like, I beg you, let me show you how HDMI works, please. Just please.
Like, no, look, let's watch a cam rip of fucking this movie here.
It makes me laugh as well because they're using these like Fire Sticks to watch movies that came out like 5 years ago, and I'm like, I've got that movie, just but better.
Yes.
I'm glad that's universal. I'm glad your dad also has a Fire Stick addiction.
Everyone's dad's got a Fire Stick, all right? They've all got Fire Sticks going on.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to get a Fire Stick soon. It's just the way it goes.
It's the rite of passage.
I already own a pair of Reebok or New Balance trainers, so I guess I'm halfway there.
Is that a dad thing?
Yeah, New Balance trainers, which I didn't know apparently was like an uncool dad thing until after I bought some New Balance trainers right last year, and I brought them home and I went, "Hey, my wife, what do you think of my New Balance trainers?" And she laughed at me for 4 minutes uninterrupted.
I don't even think I know what New Balance trainers are.
I'm not a trainer person. Neither of us are clothes people, are we?
No, not at all. Like, consistently in uni, we wore literally the same outfit, which was just a pair of black jeans and a black t-shirt every single day.
I push the boat out with some jackets every now and again, but that was like my one article. Like, I just accessorized on top of a cartoon character's outfit, basically.
Pretty much. Yeah. I can't be doing with that. It's just like, I just don't care, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. Black t-shirt goes with black jeans 100% of the time.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, like, it's nice to look nice and stuff and everything. But like, I'm just like, I don't know, just as long as I'm comfy and don't look like shit, I'm fine, I guess, you know?
For our graduation and for my wedding are the only two times I've seen us two in suits, and we both hated being in those suits.
Case in point, we got changed as quickly as possible.
I remember on my wedding, for some reason, like for 20 minutes you disappeared, and then you came down and just in your t-shirt and blazer, and I was like, yeah, nice. And then you took your blazer. You saw it was acceptable to take your blazer off, so you did.
Yes, and I'd also gotten rid of my shoes and had just a pair of trainers on as well. But you'd also lost the tie and unbuttoned the shirt, and the waistcoat was gone as well.
Oh yeah, the waistcoat was so no the waist. Oh wait, did I take the waistcoat off?
You had the waistcoat off, yeah.
Why did I do that? It hides all your sins, a waistcoat. A waistcoat is a great I'm not fat gimmick.
I mean, a certain
to an
angles,
extent.
yeah. From the front on, and that's it, I guess.
No, but it's not showing the specifics when you're sitting down.
All right.
It's not showing exactly where those curves are.
It's not showing your shirt struggling to contain. It's not showing your shirt straining open and the little gaps between the buttons.
Look, I'm just saying I did well to have a button-up waistcoat and a tie that got in the way of those buttons, all right?
Sure.
So anyway, that was another happy question. I didn't explain it.
Like 5 minutes ago it was.
I didn't explain it, but yeah, we're going to give our answers at the end. That's how we do it. We alternate asking each other a question each week. It's fun. Join in if you want.
Maybe. Or don't. Who cares?
Just say when it gets after we've both said our answers, pause the show, say yours out loud, pretend we laughed, and then press play again.
Well, maybe we'll throw in a well done. That was good.
Yeah. You know? Should we give a few options?
Yeah, sure. That sucked, you know.
Yeah.
Here's something a bit shit. All right.
Oh no.
So before I knew this podcast was ending, okay.
Yeah.
And to be fair, quite a while ago, like sometime in December, I sent a message to one Matt Stewart of Do Go On fame, okay?
Okay, yeah.
and it was actually Catherine who gave me this idea, but I followed through with it, and then I sent him a message, and I was like, hey man, me and my friend, we're doing this podcast where we like watch movies and shit and discuss it and everything. And there's this movie coming out, you know, called Better Man, where Robbie Williams is played by a CGI ape. And obviously you have Primates, the podcast where you talk about primates and stuff like that. I was wondering if you wanted to join us for this movie. And I just didn't hear anything from a while. All right.
Oh,
so
don't.
I just didn't hear anything from him for a while. I was like, all right, fair enough. He's a busy guy. I moved on. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then obviously the podcast is now coming to an end. Okay, with like 5 episodes to go, including this one. Okay.
Yeah.
And then just like literally 10 minutes before we were recording, I had an email come through with a message from Matt saying, hey man, sorry for the delay, just saw this. Yeah, that sounds great. Let me know the details and I'll come join you.
Oh, for God's sake.
So now I know. So now I have to tell Matt Stewart, one of my favorite comedians, that actually our podcast is dead and he can't come on it. Okay.
Do you want me to trade in? Do you want me to trade in an episode that we've got planned? Because you know there's one of my ones that I'm not 100% on and I know you don't care much about. We'll discuss. We'll discuss.
We might be able to make it work. All right. It depends when Better Man comes out, though.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah.
We'll have to take a look. All right, we'll take a look.
We'll see if it can be done.
I tell you what, every fucking day I'm watching that whole Regent Street scene, man. Have you seen it?
I have. Yeah, it looks great.
The whole thing. Whole thing. It's the full version is fucking incredible, man. It looks great. I want to see that movie.
Yeah, I'm keen to see it. I'm very, very keen to see it. Oh, that'd be great. I really want it. We'll talk.
We'll talk. Anyway.
You haven't responded.
I haven't responded, no.
Okay, all right. We've got the doors wide open. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Nathan, it's time to discuss Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping. It was your choice to do this. Why?
Good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It meets the standard.
Simple as that. Good movie.
Yeah. Why do we have a personal connection to this movie specifically?
Because it was actually you who introduced me to this movie. Okay.
Was it?
Yeah, I hadn't seen this movie when we like first met and stuff. And then I think you played me, or you was just listening or something. Something happened, but we ended up listening to the Finest Girl Bin Laden song.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking hilarious. What is that? And then that just became our thing instantly. Like,
it really did, yeah.
Yeah, like every single party at university, we would go fucking wild. And I'd force people to play Finest Girl.
Yeah, we'd make a personal point of being like, hey, stranger, because that's uni parties, right? I don't know what it's like in like America with college and stuff like that, but like
frat bros, yeah, for a loco, bro.
Yeah, once you've all done consuming your kegs, one each, I think is the ratio.
Once you drank your red cup dry.
Yeah, you've got one.
I do.
But like, yeah, the uni culture was very much like, hey, random person I don't know whose house I'm in, give me the aux lead. I know you don't know me, but just trust me on this. And then like it would be that you just played a song, interrupted someone else's random song that they'd put on or playlist or whatever. And people would do that for like normal songs, and we would pretty much always do that for Finest Girl brackets the Bin Laden song or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this this song specifically played a pretty enormous part in us becoming friends, I think
so too. Yeah. It's definitely quite instrumental. Yeah.
Which is insane.
It is, yeah, really.
Like, I think we both just found it enormously funny. Like, not just the song, but like putting it on and then watching people's face go, what's this? And then if we were drunk enough, we would be screaming it across parties together.
Oh, we would be screaming it, yeah. Absolutely, we would be screaming it. That and fucking Bet on It.
Yeah. Bet on it. In fact, I'm gonna find the audio, right? If I can find it, I'm gonna play a clip in a second after I've explained it. Here is Nathan and I at a uni party. As Nathan arrives, and I'll check this out first, make sure there's there's nothing cancelable in there.
Lawrence doesn't just drop a slur mid-video.
But like, I definitely have this somewhere. It's a clip of you arriving to a party, and you can hear Finest Girl like start to play, and I like either see you or am wondering where you are, and you can hear me go, Nathan.
No, I think I know what you're talking about because I was literally just thinking about this. I don't think I'm in the video at all. Are
you not?
No, from my memory, what it is, there's a video where there's a party where I don't think I'm there yet, or I don't think I came. I don't know what it is, but I'm just not there. All right. And then Finest Girl plays, and you can just hear you screaming very loudly, "Where's Nathan? Where's Nathan?"
I think that's it, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not there.
Fucking Lottie. Wait, where's Nathan? Where's Nathan? Fucking Lottie. She wanted to fuck me harder than the US government. Fucking Lottie.
I remember that party so clearly because when you did arrive, we just spent ages bullying some random person we didn't know. Like, in a fun way.
Yes, it was that party at that person's house.
Yeah. Sorry, by the way, if this podcast has become very self-indulgent,
Yeah,
it's the last few.
Jokey now, okay?
I will say that was the fun party where you did arrive later than everyone else did, and you beckoned. Oh no! You told me that you had a female Uber driver, which is something I'd never seen before or since.
Yes.
And I was very, very drunk, and I demanded that you ask your Uber driver to wait there so I could come out and say hello.
You did. It was quite creepy, to be honest. And also, I think that was a party where I told people I wasn't gonna go. I just said, like, oh, I'm not going, I'm not feeling up to it, or whatever. And then I was at home, and then I just started getting FOMO, seeing, like, it was, Snapchats, because it was back in the day, or whatever.
Oh, God, yeah.
Snapchats and stories and shit, and I was like, oh, I want to go. So then I just came, and then everyone went fucking wild when I showed up. It was, like, one of the best feelings I've ever had. It's, like, one of the biggest ego boosts. One of the biggest ego boosts you can have is showing up to a party when everyone's already fucked. All right?
Yeah.
Because they're all so excited to see you.
Were you just like absolutely fucking downing drinks in the Uber on the way there?
No, I don't think I would have started drinking until we got
You
there.
arrived stone cold sober.
Arrived sober, yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Anyway, so I revisited this movie, as I'd imagine you did after I haven't seen this since 2016.
Oh, I watched this like quite a bit, really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I would have watched this not long ago.
Nice.
Couple of years, maybe 2 years at most, or something.
Hit me with your general thoughts, if you would, half an hour into the show.
I think it's a banger of a movie, okay? It's a great comedy, which I don't think exists anymore, okay? I don't think like the 90-minute comedy for a silly little movie really exists anymore, which is a shame because this is a fucking breeze, mate. You put this on, you have a great time, you listen to some genuinely good music, okay? At times as well, like some silly stuff, but also some genuinely good music. But that's what you get with The Lonely Island, and some great comedy, and it just works. I know like it didn't do well in terms of like box office and stuff, and like SNL movies never do, but it is kind of a shame because like this is just in terms of like a fucking mockumentary comedy, it's one of the best there is, really.
I completely agree. I think it is a shame that it didn't do well, but I also think this is kind of one of them movies that what they probably got out of this is three like best friends just making a fun time of a movie. Like that's probably more than its weight in gold, like in terms of what it means to them. But it's interesting you say that about the music because I really, really enjoy. So The Lonely Island are brilliant. Everyone knows The Lonely Island anyway, but like
they're on a boat.
They are on a boat, with T-Pain. He's there too.
T-Pain, yeah.
I love that in this movie they just keep going like, this sounds like shit. This music is absolute utter fucking shit. Yeah. But like it's also this really fun time capsule of like it's exactly what The Lonely Island were. Like they're very good at creating what was like the traditional sound for a pop song back in the day, like in the 2010s. But then just the only thing that gives it away that it's not just right off the radio off of like random Popstar is that they'll just suddenly start talking about dicks and boobs and farts and stuff. Like,
insane lyrics, yeah. Just wild shit. But this is like a genuinely good song.
It is, yeah.
Like, it's so fucking catchy. You got Adam Levine.
Oh man,
It's good stuff, man.
it is really, really good stuff. Yeah, it's that's the thing with this. There's actual bangers in it.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild to even fucking say it, but like, genuinely, there's good songs in this that are really funny. Because obviously, like, you get the Lonely Island. What do you think they're gonna do? Like, it's they're obviously gonna bring like their sensibilities to this, and I love the fact that like it's filled with just like their mates. The whole movie is just littered with like SNL past and prior and like random celebrities that really puff this out and give like they lend credence to the whole mockumentary feel.
Lot of cameos in this movie. Like,
It almost won a scene.
yeah, it is stuffed with cameos. Like, you got like people playing themselves, like, you know, doing like the flowing head interviews and stuff like that. But then you've also got like people just doing weird character roles for no reason. Like Justin Timberlake is playing Connor's chef,
Who can't sing until he can or something.
yeah, which is quite fun.
It's very fun. One of my favorites in this is that you've got James Buckley, Jay from The Inbetweeners, who's like the entire joke of him in this is that he's just been dressed up as Jared Leto. Like that's
the joke?
Yeah, he's dressed exactly like Jared Leto from this era. Like, he's got like the hair and the stupid highlighted hair that was really long and the beard, and he doesn't do anything else in the movie other than just look like Jared Leto.
Is that the joke though? Would that be like a conscious thing?
I would imagine so, or at least it just speaks to how generic and stupid Jared Leto looked back in the day.
I think it's that more that really. I don't think it's like a conscious. I don't think of it like where this is Jared Leto, because
Well,
also he
they
doesn't
dropped
do
30
anything.
Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, but James Buckley doesn't do anything like Jared Leto in this movie. You know?
But I kind of like that. I think that might be like just a something that's happening in the background.
I think you've connected to unconnected things.
Oh, well, I like it either way.
Okay, but I'm not saying. Look, you might be right. I don't know, but I don't think you are.
Okay, fine.
Seal plays a version of himself who previously had a fight with wolves. And he got his scars from wolves, and they're like, fucking wolves, man.
This is what it's so bizarrely stupid. Like, they will just bring in Seal for that, and then like Seal weirdly has an arc where he gets half mauled to death at this guy's at Connor for Real's proposal, and then ends up like getting engaged to his ex-fiance. Like, it's very strange.
Joan Cusack plays Connor's mum.
Oh yes! Oh shit!
Yeah.
I like Michael Bolton coming back as the as a setup and a payoff for that Jack Sparrow thing that he did with them. Which
Is
is
it a payoff? I don't think you know what a payoff is.
No, not so much a payoff, but like kind of the same situation of like, you know, in Jack Sparrow they were like, hey, we got Michael Bolton for you guys. Yeah. And that's kind of what Michael Bolton is here. Like, hey, we got a crazy surprise guest for the audience. It's Michael Bolton.
Yeah.
Like, it's the kind of the same joke, but they've just done it on a bigger scale, which is fun.
I think it's just Michael Bolton has a great voice. So.
Michael Bolton does have a great voice.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing that I only really know Michael Bolton's career from The Lonely Island.
That is a bit embarrassing for you.
Well, all right, name a Michael Bolton song then.
All right, I will.
That isn't from The Lonely Island and without Googling, because I can see you on your phone.
I would love to tell you a Michael Bolton song, okay? Of course you have When a Man Loves a Woman. Okay?
Sing it.
When a man loves a woman. Yeah,
Next one. Sing another one.
That is an actual. I do actually know that.
Yeah, I know. Everyone knows When a Man Loves a Woman. I didn't know it was Michael Bolton, but yeah.
How am I supposed to live without you?
Oh, are these all Michael Bolton?
This is Michael Bolton, man. He's not just some guy, you know. He's fucking Michael Bolton.
These are top level bangers, to be fair.
Let's listen to a bit of this.
Yeah, let's just. Oh.
Well, this podcast is making money anyway, all right?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get a copyright strike.
Said you were leaving, someone swept your heart away. From that look on your
How beautiful.
face, I see it's true.
Tell me all about it. Tell me about the plans you're making.
We're both just looking at each other and bopping our heads along.
Tell me one thing more before I go. Tell me how am I supposed to live without you? Now that I've been loving you so long.
R.I.P.
Anyway.
to people that just wanted to listen to a podcast.
Anyway, I know Michael Bolton. Okay.
All right, well, you have proved me wrong. I know Troy Bolton, as you mentioned it, bet on it and all of that.
I also know Troy Bolton.
Was Troy Bolton named after Michael Bolton?
I would almost say no. I would, with like 99.9% sincerity or with certainty, sorry, I would say no, that is not the case.
Yeah, but it's not 100 though, is it?
It's not. It's not, because no one should ever be fully 100. But there you go.
Do you like the TMZ gag that keeps popping up throughout the movie?
Yeah, it's so insane. It's so over the top and stupid. Really, you got fucking Will Arnett, Chelsea Peretti, Eric Andre, and some other guy I can't remember, but just like this over the top TMZ thing where they're like, so we got Connor for real coming out of the sports bar or whatever, and just they're like, and their drinks just keep getting bigger as well. As they just do these over the top laughs and shit.
I love the laughs. I love that they're like almost straining to the point of absurdity while laughing. I love the fact that they keep just the whole joke, I think, is just that they just keep regurgitating the same shit each other say, which is TMZ's entire business model. And
they're all like 40/50, but they have like the haircuts of like 20 year. They all have like long, like youthful hair and stuff, but they're all like 40 as well.
The way Will Arnett just kind of like flops over a desk cubicle and is like, hey guys, like it feels very like, just stupid. But yeah, I like that. They're taking swicks at like everyone in this, to be fair.
Well, it's kind of like, it's like the basic premise and on a basic level, it is kind of like Bieber, isn't it? It's because Popstar, Never Stop, Never Stopping. I mean, Justin Bieber had a movie called like Never Say Never or some shit.
Yeah,
like,
song. I think an album and a movie at the same time.
And some generic shit like never say. What does that even mean? All right, like you know, it's just words, isn't it? It's just nothing.
It's just inspirational bullshit nonsense.
Yeah, exactly.
It's live, laugh, love, basically for pop stars.
and the movie opens with like Connor being like, "When I was born, I was dope." And then you like see him as a baby just doing the fucking drums, going insane on the drums, which is like literally what Bieber did. Like Bieber's a drummer and he was like he was on YouTube and shit as a kid, like doing music and stuff.
Oh, that's how he got his start, isn't it? Someone found him on YouTube.
Usher found him on who does have quite a big role in this actually. Usher signed him and stuff, and then that's how he got big. And like Connor's vibe, like, is quite like sort of like older Bieber, really a bit.
As he started to like kind of go off the rails, was obviously not doing very well with the fame of it all.
Yeah, Bieber's such a weird phenomenon because like looking back on it now, like 2008, 2009, whenever like Bieber first started to come out, it was like the way grown men were so threatened by a little boy and the reaction, like, and just because like a lot of women liked Justin Bieber, like, oh, he was gay, isn't he? Like, what, this little boy has a high-pitched voice when he sings, gay.
Yeah, because he's 11.
Yes, he's a little boy, he's a child.
Yeah, that was a very strange time. I also think there's a conversation to be had around like all the women fawning over an 11-year-old boy as well.
There's
but
definitely
like
something to be said about that. Yeah, but also like a lot of them were also young girls as well. You know?
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's the One Direction all over again thing. Like it's Justin Bieber was the model for One Direction fans, and then it just happened again with One Direction, basically.
Wasn't One Direction first?
Well, no, Bieber was definitely before One Direction.
Oh, it was all the kind of the same era, though.
Yeah, it might have been like just they were close enough.
Yeah, well,
but yeah,
I can't differentiate. All right.
Oh god. Yeah, no, it is a whole mockery of that. It's also a mockery of like a few things. Like
there's a whole running joke which is like Conner signs a deal to pay for the tour. is like they put his song in like some kind of like Best Buy appliances or some shit like that, like some fake version of that, like fridges, toasters, everything like that, which is obviously like a fucking run on the YouTube on your iPhone thing, just out of nowhere, you know.
Still one of the craziest things that ever happened. I remember just being like, "What's this?
Yeah,
why are U2 here?"
Why is this bad U2 album that no one wants, by the way, just on my phone now? All right.
I do like that scene. You got fucking Maya Rudolph just fucking dropping the N-word hard R style.
When she drops that scene is fucking hilarious. It's just the casual way she says it, but then I think it's Tim Meadows' reaction to like when he says, "Oh, with the hard R as well." That's so funny.
Oh my god, it's just it's one of them scenes. It's one of them like movies where just like they're really good because they're in the scene, right? Lonely Island were like the people that were on the scene in the music industry at the time, but they were just obviously on the fringes of it because no one took them seriously as like actual artists by design,
but including themselves though.
Exactly,
well.
Yeah. But they would have been privy to like how this stuff actually worked, and you see that like it's transparent, like how stupid some of these like you've got he listed all like the 30 employees that he's got, and one of them is the was it the perspective
perspective manipulator.
Yes.
Yeah, just a guy who's slightly shorter than Conner, so it makes him look bigger in photos, really.
But it's like, and what look, it's obviously played for like parody and stuff, but there are characters out there that are ludicrously like this. Like my mind immediately went to the kind of long rumored remark that Dwayne the Rock Johnson has a no loss clause.
Say Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Like,
yeah, because he's a ludicrous man.
Yeah, there's a whole thing about like they have in their contracts, like not just him, but like him and Vin Diesel and Jason Statham and all these blokes. They have in their contracts like, I have to get in so many punches, and like I can't be made to lose this fight, and like
the audience is counting the punches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, and if he punches me in the face, I have to punch him back in the face, and it's so what?
And you can tell when you watch those fights. You can tell, like, they're just so evenly weighted. There's infamously Vin Diesel and Jason Statham's fight in one of the Fast and Furious is broken up by an earthquake shattering the street that they're both on. So they go, I guess we can't fight anymore. Just so neither 60-year-old bald man can lose a fist fight.
Well, that just makes it fun for no one, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like where's the stakes and the fun? Like,
yeah.
Oh, it's stupid, but it is playing on those kind of tropes. One of my favorite ones was it's not actually one that they were doing at the time, but it fits perfectly now. So Zayn Malik from One Direction, he now lives on a farm and works as a farmer.
Does he?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Did he like go solo with that song about sex or whatever?
Yeah, it's a good album, to be fair.
What was that song? It was like, was it Pillow Talk? Was that it?
Pillow Talk. Yeah, Pillow Talk. And then Take It Off was another one he did.
I don't know, Take It Off. I'm sure it was Pillow Talk.
Yeah, no, Pillow Talk was one.
I think it was Pillow Talk.
I know.
I think I'm right on this. No, wait. No, that's Lil Dicky.
Oh, Zayn does have something like that, though.
Oh, no, that's Pillow Talking, featuring Brain.
Featuring Brain. Oh, this is a good album.
This is Pillow Talk by Zayn. And the album artwork is, I assume Zayn is a little boy, but he's got tattoos.
Yeah, because he's hard and cool.
Because he's hard and cool. Isn't he from like Bradford or something?
Yeah.
All right, I'm Zayn Malik. All right, lads.
There's a really fun clip of the way he's speaking about him and his farm and his daughter or something. Because of his accent, everyone just absolutely mocked. It's probably just a weird like way he said it as well, on top of the accent. But he goes, "Me and my daughter."
Has he got a daughter?
Yeah. Mate, they're old now. They're all in like their
I
mid
know.
30s.
I still think of them all as like 12-year-old boys, you know? I still think of them all as little boys.
They're
But
not
not
little
Harry
boys.
Styles for some reason. But I guess because he's like the main one, you know?
Harry Styles is still living all of that life though. Like
Like, he's on stage and stuff. He's like still a pop star. He's probably the most successful of them.
you know, by a country mile, yeah.
Yeah. One of them's dead now. So,
So
rest in
he's
peace.
definitely the least successful.
Probably
I'd
the
say.
least successful. That's a bit mean.
It's just insensitive, isn't it?
Yeah, he's dead. Come on.
R.I.P. by all accounts, like a
R.I.P.,
decent enough
yes.
guy.
Probably, yeah. I don't really know much about him, but
No,
it seems like he had some issues towards the end there. Like, yeah.
like death.
I think we should move on.
Yeah, I don't
Whatever
disagree.
this is.
But I do like that it's like, I don't know, for me it plays on the whole, you know when you know that Architectural Digest YouTube show where they like go to a celebrity's house?
Oh, yeah, but it's not their house.
Yeah, and it's 100% not their house, or it's
Yeah.
like it's an Airbnb or a holiday home they've booked somewhere.
100%. And Dakota Johnson's got some limes out or whatever.
She's like, I love limes, and then a month later she's like, I was lying, I don't care about limes.
I love limes. I'm always making limes. You know how you make a lime.
But that's what it reminds me of. Like they put shit out there. Like it works for Dakota Johnson because she's got that weird sauce.
Yeah.
That like for some reason you just go, yeah, she's a genuinely weird person. That's great.
Yeah.
Like it seems authentic. But then like, I don't know, you've got other people, they're like, look at this art. I commissioned my friend to make this beautiful art piece. I definitely am not seeing this for the first time today.
Yeah.
Like it's all obviously nonsense. And I don't know, I like that they sent the character Lawrence out to just like live on a farm and basically be that guy. Like, look at my hobby I'm bad at with woodworking or something.
Yeah. The woodworking joke is very good.
It is. This is a hat.
This is a hat.
And it's just hot. It's just completely like solid.
Yes. Just like the basic outline shape of a hat, you know? Oh, that is a very funny joke. Yeah, so he directed the movie, Akiva Schaffer. He directed it, and he's directed like all of Lonely Island stuff. Like
It was Yorma directed this one as well, right? Is that it, Yorma?
yeah, but Jorma and Akiva, they both directed this, but Akiva has directed like pretty much all of Lonely Island's stuff they've ever done.
Yeah, which is what I
Which I think you
actually
can tell because this very much has that like Lonely Island signature style. to
Yes,
it,
yeah.
really, which is it works so well. I think.
that's like one of the main things that I love about this because like you're right in saying that like no one really makes these 90-minute comedies that are like this much of a comedy. Like they you get those movies today and it's kind of like it's a comedy, but there are always dramatic beats to it. They always follow
Exactly.
like
They don't have the 90-minute comedy doesn't exist today. Like
no, it doesn't.
what came out last year that was a 90-minute comedy?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of it. I'd say the closest we got was, do you remember that theater camp movie a couple of years ago that I showed you?
All right, but you just a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean like that. It's still like that's one that like no one's fucking heard of that movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's a shame that they don't exist in this kind of grandiose way anymore.
And that
But,
was
like,
good. That was a good movie as well.
It's in this vein. It's just it's a 90-minute piss take,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what you want to see from stuff like this. But yeah, no, you're right. It has that. It feels like somehow they stretched a Lonely Island sketch to be 90 minutes, and it works. Like all of it actually works.
Yeah.
Like it remains as funny as when it started. At a pretty consistent level. I do one of my favorite things in this though is the fact that it is all about the three of them as well. Like
the Style Boys.
yeah, and it works in this sense that Andy Samberg has always like he's the most successful member of Lonely Island. He's always been considered like, oh, Lonely Island, that's Andy Samberg's thing. And it's not. It is a collaborative effort with all three of them, and I like the way that the movie, like as a plot detail, has them acknowledge that like, hey, one of us is significantly more famous than the other two. What happened here?
Yeah.
And it's just I don't know. I quite like the fact that while it's him in the lead role and him playing up the comedy as much as possible, it's them two directing it, and it's like it's still a Lonely Island thing.
Yeah.
Like
Very
if one
much
of them
so.
wasn't here, it doesn't exist without it.
No, I think much like the movie, the whole thing of the movie, it only works with all three of them together.
Exactly.
Really. Like the whole plot of the movie is like Connor going solo and refusing to like, let Drummer do the beats and everything like that, and Akiva's no longer in the group, and so he just like fucking tanks because he doesn't have the same magic and stuff. But when they come together, it's great, and it literally is the fucking same in real life. You got like Andy Samberg's like fucking comedic acting sensibilities, which he's fucking great at.
So funny,
Their fucking writing and direction, and they all come together, and it's just fucking, it's hilarious. It is. There's just this style about like Lonely Island like videos and comedy, which just works so well, and it's like it's difficult to describe. It's almost a little fourth wall breaking in a way. Like the song the Macklemore piss take, the not gay song. Okay, like equal rights.
So good.
Fucking hilarious. But what I love the most about that, like in the video, like when Connor says like not gay, you'll just see a shot of like the two grooms getting married, and then one of them like looking like, what the fuck are you?
Yeah,
like, like that kind of like fourth. Because why would that be in the video?
Yes,
like it makes
exactly
in universe, it makes no sense for it to be in the video. That's for us. That's the comedy. Okay, but like putting that in there, it just makes it that much funnier. It makes it work so much better.
No, it does. Like. Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Like it has that like. There's always a little bit left for us as the audience to enjoy. Like it's almost like we're watching scenarios play out, and someone is aware that this is a Lonely Island sketch.
Yes,
and like you do get that. It's really funny. It's the same style that like at least of performance that that fucking Andy Samberg brings to Brooklyn Nine-Nine. There's so many moments of that show that are
your
just
favorite
for the
show.
audience.
Your favorite show because you love the police,
right? You've done this. You're the friend that's too woke, right? You fucking like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I know you do. So stop this.
I do like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
I think
so shut up.
I think it is a good show, but I think I can at least acknowledge that it's propaganda. Okay?
I can too. The last season is embarrassing by how much they tried to like excuse their own existence. Like, just carry on. You're a comedy. We all know you're progressive individuals. It's fine.
I haven't rewatched that last series.
Yeah, it's a tough watch just because of how aggressive they have to shoehorn in, like, we're sorry and we're the good guys.
Yeah.
And it's all meant in good faith, and it is funny. Like, they do still do a funny job. But it's unfortunately they were in a fucking tough spot trying to close out that show just after the George Floyd incident and everything else. Like,
yes,
you can't do it, can you?
The biggest victims of Black Lives Matter were the biggest victims of that whole movement truly was the cast of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No, I'm not
That's what Lauren
that.
says, everyone. That's what Lauren says.
That's not what I'm saying.
The murder of George Floyd at the hands of racist police officers was a tragedy because of how it affected the storylines in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I don't even feel comfortable making a joke.
Put that in quotes and attribute it to Lawrence Heisey.
That's not what I said.
Wow. Might be your most controversial take yet, if I may.
It's not the real take. You made it up. You do this. You do this so often where I will say something and you'll twist it and then go, I can't believe you said that verbatim.
Anyway, it's very funny when they do that Equal Rights song and then it goes to fucking Ringo Starr being like, it's allowed. You can get, it's fine. You can get married now. That's a good joke. I like it.
There's so many like random. One of my favorite fucking gags in this whole thing is when they all have documentary crews following them, and then a surprise Snoop Dogg.
That's such a good joke.
He goes, no, sorry, we're with Snoop, and he goes, surprise, motherfuckers.
And then it's like, you've been surprised, motherfucker, by Snoop. Catch my new show.
This is one of them pans that it might be one of the best pans I've ever seen. Like, just out of nowhere.
That's another thing. Like the Lonely Island style, the pan is something that they do very well. The pan reveal, it just sells the joke so well, man.
Oh man, just speaking about it, the Equal Rights song, right? Obviously the Macklemore piss take. Right,
you got Pink in there.
You got who in there? Oh, Pink. Yeah.
She's always flying about, isn't she?
Those videos are hilarious.
You ever seen her shows? She's like on fucking wires just flying all around the fucking stadium. Like, what's going on?
Sit still.
What is just Pink? Just sit down. I want to fucking watch the show. She's doing all this Cirque du Soleil shit.
imagine Pink is your favorite artist, right? Imagine people like that exist. Still think that, right?
She's huge in Australia. You know, like
Is she?
Like bigger? She's bigger in Australia than anywhere in the world. Like in the UK and America, like Australia, and she like tours Australia like all the fucking time because she's got exactly
cash on tap if she keeps
cash
doing
on
it.
tap. Yeah, a lot
That's
of Aussie
fucking
mums love a bit of Pink.
They do. Pink is such a your mum's favorite musician or artist. Yeah.
She's had some good songs. Just like a pill. That's a good song. You know.
That's true.
Just like a pill, instead of making me
What's that one?
You make is that
So what? We're all gonna get in a fight. So
we're all gonna have a fucking meal at McDonald's.
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Oh, no, good.
No.
It's like Adele. Adele is always someone's mum's favorite artist.
Yeah, but Adele's good though.
Adele's Pink and Adele have both got bangers. I'm not disputing it, but they're the kind of people that like every dad has an Amazon Fire Stick and every mum likes Adele's albums.
You can't. I don't like if you don't like Adele. Like,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah, you know, I don't want to be that guy and be like, "What's wrong with you?" But like, what is wrong with you? You know, because it's just like. It's just nice. It just like it sounds objectively good. And again, I don't want to be that guy because like art is not objective.
No, but pleasant
still,
melodies with a very talented vocalist. Like,
Yeah.
what don't you like? You have to try really hard to not like Adele, I think.
Hello from the Other Side.
Yeah. It's true.
It's Chasing Pavements.
Chasing Pavements is a banger.
It's Rolling in the Deep.
Do you know who Dido is? Do you remember Dido?
I do remember Dido, yes. My tears gonna go, I'm wondering why. Gotta burn it all.
There will be no white flags above my door.
I'm in love and always will be. A great song on the Love Actually soundtrack, I believe. A great soundtrack.
I think it is on that, yeah.
Yeah, a great soundtrack. I think it's during that scene where Andrew Lincoln walks through the streets of London and is like,
oh yes,
when he's upset about his child bride or whatever.
And he terrifies that fucking innocent man walking near him.
Yeah.
Every time I think about Andrew Lincoln, I think about how wild it is that he went from a man moping about London because he couldn't marry his child bride to a man that rips people's throats out with his bare teeth on The Walking Dead.
That is pretty wild, yeah.
Yeah. Say what you want about The Walking Dead, and everyone should because it's a bad show, right?
Do you know where he's from?
He's English, isn't he?
Yeah, do you know where, though?
No. You can just say where you live.
I can't.
You don't have to say where you live. You can say he's from the same place I'm from.
But then people can look up where Andrew Lincoln's from.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's not actually from there, we lied.
So that's why I was just doing that.
You put me in a box. What was I meant to say to that? Go, oh,
you
really?
Go,
that place?
But then I guess people could look it up anyway. Oh, whatever. Fucking who cares?
You've definitely said it anyway on this show.
I know, but I don't want to anymore, all right?
Oh, yeah, these are the last few episodes. This will be immortalized forever.
Yes.
What I'll say as well, in terms of Andy Samberg, right? He does, and I think he does this for like pretty much every character he's ever played, save for maybe that weird guy that shouts in Parks and Rec, the one that's like, I'm doing this.
Did you guys see Avatar? Yeah, I saw Avatar. I was gonna for a second there. I was like, "What? All two of Andy Samberg's characters, Jake Peralta and Connor for real?" Because I was like, "What other Andy Samberg characters are there?" I forgot about the loud guy from Parks and Rec.
Well, more fool you. You should have known I'd be bringing him up.
Yeah.
No, but I think he gets this right. Like, this is a mockumentary that is absurd. And he plays Connor for real, who is an idiot, right? But he plays him just the right amount of absurd.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't take it too far to the point where it's like an annoying thing to watch.
No, the scene of him looking at the reviews is very fun. He's like, they gave it a -4. And then they just gave it the shit emoji.
That's one of my other favorite jokes in this whole thing. And he goes like, positive review from the Onion. Yes.
Yeah.
And then he's like, so I guess the reception is mixed.
So mixed, let's say mixed, you know. Do you know what one of my favorite jokes, and it's so fucking stupid, is probably the dumbest and most absurd and most like fucking like not real joke in the whole movie.
Yeah.
It's when there's like a scene at like the table and Connor's like found out how many album sales there was and it's all quite shit. And he's like, hey, turn the cameras off. All right, let's just have a word. Yeah. And then they start, and then it just comes up subtitles for what they're saying. And then they start to get attacked by bees. And then just so many more bees. And there's a giant queen that they have to fight off with flamethrowers. And you just hear it all going on, and then they're like, "Did you get that on camera?"
It's like, no, you told us to stop filming.
It's so fucking stupid, but it's hilarious.
It's so fucking fun. That's absolutely one of the best jokes in the whole thing, right? Because it does play into that whole thing. Like documentaries, they do feign this seriousness.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, can we cut the cameras? Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll make the fucking edit. Of course it will. You did it to make the edit. Like. It's what was making me laugh before even the bee stuff was that it was the subtitles were going on for so long.
Yeah.
It was they were just having a mundane conversation for so long.
It's so good, man.
It's so fucking good.
Why is James Buckley in this movie?
I don't know, because he's Jay from the like. If you're American, this might not mean as much, right? But he is a big deal in the UK. Like everyone knows that man's face. If you're our age.
He's done like two things, all right? He was Jay in The Inbetweeners, and then he was a young Del Boy in Rockin' Chips, all right?
Oh, I remember you saying this. Yeah, I've never seen it, but was he good at it?
It was quite good, actually, yeah.
Strikes me as the kind of guy that could pull that off. He's got a podcast with his wife now who always just rips the piss out of him.
Yeah, because she like... I see like little clips of their podcast every now and then, and I get the sense that like she fucking hates not him, but like the Inbetweeners or whatever, or she's just never got the Inbetweeners or anything, which is kind of like the best case scenario for a relationship.
Yes,
really.
100%. Yeah,
which is quite sweet.
You need a healthy little bit of that skepticism, like, why are you famous? You're a bit of an idiot. Like, and this isn't that funny of a show.
And they just seem to have like a pretty much like a normal life, basically.
Yeah, which I think is great, but. Yeah, it's fun. She tells this story about how like she always worries when he goes out, not because he's an idiot, but because like lad culture in the UK and like, oh, the Inbetweeners, Jay, it's Jay, like giving him jip on a night out.
Well, have you seen that like footage of him talking about the fucking like the Inbetweeners reunion and shit, and how like
refresh me.
That's code for no, by the way. Refresh me from Lawrence or remind me. It just means no, I haven't. Okay.
No, but I've been giving you that's a nice way of being like, tell us all, Nathan. We're all listening.
But no, he was talking on a podcast about it once. I don't know if it was own or someone else's, but he was talking about like how the Inbetweeners reunion was like a big letdown for everyone because it was shit because there was no real plan for it or whatever.
Yeah.
And like he got real pissed off and almost walked off during it because like it was hosted by Jimmy Carr, who was just like, oh, like, go on, Jay, BJ and everything like that, and like, oh yeah, you fucking liar, or what, to whatever he'd say and stuff. Yeah. And then he was like, right, do you want me to be Jay or do you want me to be James Buckley? Like, what's the deal? What are we doing here?
Yeah,
you know? Like,
what's even the premise? Like,
what is even the premise of this? Yeah, so I don't know. It was a good interview.
What a weird little thing, because like, yeah, I remember that, and like, why was that the one where it was intercut with them like going around in Simon's shit car and they were like finding rude street names, and when they got there they were just like, that's rude?
I don't know, I never watched it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's very fair.
I never watched it. I remember the Inbetweeners movie was great. The Inbetweeners movie 2, dog shit, man.
Genuinely
fucking
horrendous, yeah.
Genuinely unwatchable at times. And then just never went back after.
It's one of them, like, you're riding too high, you're smoking too much of your own sauce. Like, you had it. The fact that you got away with one movie was cheeky enough as it was.
End on a high, brother. You know?
Yeah, you got really lucky. Don't do it twice.
Don't push it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just fucking I every time I think about the Equal Rights song, I just fucking crack up. Like the fact that Macklemore tried to make the definitive queer anthem is fucking hilarious to me.
It is quite fucking hilarious. Yeah, that is just, it is like I'm not gay, all right?
Yeah.
But like those gay guys, they're pretty all right, you know? But I'm not gay, all right? Let me be clear. When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought I was.
Yeah, but I'm not.
And then I got really upset because I thought I was gay. All right. But I'm not gay. If you take anything away from this song, it's that I'm not gay, and then maybe they deserve rights or whatever.
Yeah. My uncle was gay. I'm not gay. Just
I'm
so
not
we're
gay.
100% clear.
Let me be clear about that. Titties.
Titties.
What we've done there is just the same joke from the movie, but just worded it differently.
Yeah, basically. But it's like it's one of the things that, like, yeah, right to call, like, because he was probably traveling in like same circles, like he probably knew of people that knew Macklemore because he was no small name back in his day.
No,
like
he
so
walks
I
into
just
the
like
club like, "What up?" He's got a big cock.
Oh yeah, he does.
Everyone knows Macklemore.
What an unusually insecure man.
No, I quite like Macklemore.
I don't dislike him, but it is.
No, I think the Equal Rights song was a bit weird and everything, but like he's genuinely like he seems like quite a good bloke. Like his Heinz Hall song recently is quite fucking sick, which is about like fucking free Palestine and all that sort of shit. He is very like outspoken against like the government and like quite a lot of stuff. So
that's cool. I didn't know that, to be fair. That is quite nice.
White Privilege is a good song by him as well.
God, he's jumping on all the issues, isn't he?
Yeah. But like, what White Privilege is like, it's the opposite of like the whole equal rights thing because, White Privilege Part 2 specifically, the song, because it's like, the song is addressed to himself, basically. And he's acknowledging his own privilege and how he's benefited from white privilege and all like his own thought process about it and shit. And it's like, it's really good. It's really interesting.
Interesting. That does sound cool, to be fair. I always, whenever I think about like artists that like are genuinely trying to like push the conversation forward, I always think of you showed me the Dave, the artist from the UK.
I love Dave.
Yeah, so good. Right, and I checked out all of his old, but the song he has called Black, which he performed live, which was something.
That was when I was that was when I was first introduced to Dave when he performed Black live at the Brit Awards.
Yeah. Go check that out if you haven't heard it, by the way. It's a tremendous song. And then also check out all of his older stuff where he pretty much has an album where it's just like, if you're Boris Johnson, you should kill yourself, by the way.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
It's great. I love that fucking that debut album from Dave, the one where like the whole thing is like he's in therapy sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's so good, man. Such a good album.
Oh, I'm gonna re-listen to some of that.
I'm gonna re-listen to that. I haven't listened to that in a while. I'm quite excited now.
It's genuinely great. It's because he's got a great quality as an artist where he tells a story. He really takes you on a journey in his songs.
That's why I've never been like the biggest kind of like music guy, to be honest. I'm not really a music guy. But like I love an album where like you can listen through it from start to finish and there is like a clear story throughout it. It
feels like a project that they wanted to do rather than here's 8 shit fucking songs. Like
Yeah.
There's a place for 8 shit fucking songs. Famously, I'm always in the shower listening to Dua Lipa, which is literally just. I love Dua Lipa because she comes out once a year. She's like, here's 8 songs. They all sound mildly similar, but by God, are they a fun time to listen to? So I don't hate it.
That's good stuff.
Indeed.
I like that Taylor Swift lost the Poppy Awards segment because she killed someone.
What even is that? That's just a stupid joke.
It's just such a throwaway joke, isn't it? Taylor Swift was supposed to perform, but she killed someone.
She was arrested for murder.
Good for her.
Yeah, why not, I guess.
They probably deserved it, so that's fine.
Last thing I've got to say about the movie is that I really, really, really like that, like, kind of speaking to your point, the 90-minute comedy that's just a comedy. Like, it's not trying to change the world or do anything.
Yeah.
Right? I fucking love, there's several instances in the third act of this movie where they just make fun and undercut their own sincerity. Like, they try to have several emotional beats and the movie just goes, no. And it's really, like, the one that got me is when they're playing, like, a bit of heartfelt music and fucking Jorma's like, it's like he's trying to be a better friend, and it just hard cuts to a book in his backpack saying how to be a better friend or something.
That's very funny. Yeah.
There's another great one about how like they say, you know, you got 6 minutes, you can do Connor for real and the Style Boys. Oh no, you've only got 3 minutes. You can only do Connor Boys or the Style Boys. You have to choose. And then as he's doing his dramatic like third act big decision, is he a grown person? Is he a better man these days? Like they have him looking off into the middle distance, and then like, but the entire time the stage manager is just narrating it. Like, I asked him, he's just like looking.
He's looking wistfully at the Style Boy, so I think maybe he's leaning towards that. Oh no, he's looking back at me. No, I'm not sure. Really?
That's a great moment. And then the last one that I fucking loved was there's like a compelling narration that's like, after this moment, the Style Boys went on to become like blah, blah, blah. They had a great reunion or whatever. Like everyone was best friends. Hang on. Is that stage manager just getting off with Lawrence? Like,
yeah. And why is Deborah here? And then it goes to Maya Rudolph for a second, who's there just cheering and clapping.
It's like, do they even know each other? Oh, he is gonna fuck tonight.
I love it when this is the segment where it's called Jokes We Like, by the way. I like it when Sarah Silverman, who plays like his publicist or whatever, like takes him to a bar to see like Jorma's DJ set, and he's like, all right, but I need to put on my disguise before I go out. And then she says to him at one point, you look like Nazi propaganda.
It's so true as well. I like that again. They set that up as that's another moment where they undercut the sincerity, right? They set it up like Jorma's like been this undercut gem this entire time. Like, how has he been relegated to just basically being a pseudo fake DJ? Like, they're about the lights go dim for his performance, and he starts off promisingly, and then just shits the bed and can't sing. And you're like, oh yeah, because this is the point in the movie where you'd go like, oh, I haven't been letting him shine this whole time. He's amazing.
Yeah.
But instead, they just go like, no, he was always shit at singing, and that's fine.
It's just not his skill until at the end when it is his skill. It's fine then. All right.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's a great gag.
He can sing during the Incredible Thought song. Okay, that's fine.
He can actually, yeah.
Yeah. I also love the bit where like drummers like taking them through all the DJ setup that he has, like his synthesizer, all the DJ equipment, and then he's like, "Oh, for Connor show, no, I don't use any of this. I just press play on an iPod."
It cuts to him later on. He's just sat under the DJ decks on his phone.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about the two big dick jokes in this.
Two big dick jokes?
Yeah, one is famously lacking a dick with Andy Samberg has tucked it in for the show.
Oh yeah.
Which was funny. And the other one where he actually signs a full there's a flaccid penis on screen for an uncomfortably long amount of time.
There is, yeah. It just really lingers there, doesn't it?
It really does.
And then Andy Samberg has to sign it as well.
Yeah.
It's quite fun. Yeah.
Kind of.
Whose dick is that? I'm always fascinated by this.
Yeah.
You know?
What path in life do you have to take to be like, I'll take a role where my face isn't seen and I just have my knob being signed by Andy Samberg. Like,
and you've also got to have like a very average dick, all right? Because it can't be too big, because then that's something.
It can't be comical,
Yeah, because then you're like, fucking look at this guy, look at this fella, all right? Fucking hell. And then it can't be like really small, because then that's a joke in itself, like fucking shrimp dick over here or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's got to be just like painfully average.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, you just always got to get it out. I don't know.
It's one of them scenarios where like you don't want it, like you want it to look good on screen, because like then you can't tell anyone what you do for work. Like you but like your mates will see this. You want to be able to be like, there's nothing to make fun of here. It's a bang average knob.
Are you pointing that out to your mum? Are you like, yeah, so I was in the new Popstar movie. I watched that movie. I didn't see you. Yeah,
you did.
You did. You just don't worry about it. All right?
My scene got cut.
No, you saw me. Last thing I want to mention, Bill Hader's cameo.
Again, why and what for? Like,
it serves no purpose to the story whatsoever. But just the fact that Bill Hader is like a fucking like a roadie or some shit, like lugging their equipment, lugging the guitars, which I assume Colin never uses in the show, by the way.
Yeah.
Well. But just lugging the guitars around. And then he talks about how he just does flatlining and then like tries once a week will just stop his heart so he can I don't know, get the kick out of it like flatliners do.
He wakes up and he's like, did I shit my pants? They're like, not this time. No.
Good. That's so good.
One of my favorite jokes, Akiva says something to the effect of like, all three of them work so brilliantly together. It's like a tricycle. You can't take a wheel off a tricycle; it wouldn't work. And then like it's this delivery of like, oh, bicycle. Don't use that. So fucking
That's
funny.
Good. There's some songs which aren't even like really in the movie, or like they are, but they're only like show a little bit of them in the movie. And then like they're on the. If you haven't listened to it, I'd recommend listening to the full album because it's actually quite good.
It's a great Lonely Island album, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. I like there is a little bit of it in the movie, but like I actually really like the full song of "Things in My Jeep." Because he doesn't I don't think it's in the movie at all, but Chester Bennington from now unfortunately passed away, but from Linkin Park is on that song as well.
He's not, is he seriously?
Yeah, he's on that song. Yeah.
Well, they got my man Chester out here doing.
It's a good song, man. Like, I don't know if I could play some of it, man.
Things in my Jeep. I love the fucking cut of that guy being like, I didn't relate to it. I got different stuff in my Jeep. It's so stupid.
Boxing gloves, condoms, and blue blockers. Dress shoes, a Sharpie at 3/4. A football, hacky sack, frisbee in the back, and a baseball cap, 2 folding chairs, and a Rondak, and a mini cooler full of healthy snacks. Beach towel, sunblock, surfboard, and a sleeping bag. Bottled water, cashew nuts, extra sauce, and American flag. Old boots, paper towels, shop girl, a novella, deodorant, house keys, sweatshirt, an umbrella, a golf club, basketball, bug spray, a laundry heap, a pocket knife, a battery. These are the things in my Jeep.
These are the things in my Jeep, 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 Jeep. These are the things in my Jeep.
You can hear Chester there in the back.
Yeah.
These are the things in my Jeep, 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 Jeep. These are the things in my Jeep, 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 Jeep.
Hairspray.
It's good, man. It's good.
He's in the background just going for it. Big time.
It's really good. I also, I think it's a deleted scene in the movie, but the song "Fuck Off."
Oh, where they bring out fucking what's his face, Captain Holt's husband.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't like watched the scene in years, but in just the actual song "Fuck Off" is a great song. Just some of the lyrics in that, like, and if I was you, I would slit my wrists. Fuck off.
I think that's the one they intentionally went, how far can we push this? Like, and they keep coming back to like it's an audience of children. Like it's an audience of like young adoring fans looking at their hero, and he's like telling them all to kill themselves.
This one's dedicated to all the little kids out there whose parents are always riding them, telling you to do your homework, never letting you eat dessert, and making you go to bed before you're ready. But listen, the next time they're acting bogus, I want you to try this out. Stand up on your tippy toes, look them dead in the eye, and say, Mom, Dad, you can both fuck off. I don't want your life, I don't know you shit, and I hate your rules, fuck off. So get out of my room, you can suck my dick, motherfucking shithead bitch, you can fuck. Oh, I'm gonna live forever.
Insane. Very good. And then the last one, again, not even in the movie. I think it plays during the credits, but it's Legalize It, which is kind of like it has this reggae Rasta vibe to it. But then the actual joke, I'll let it play out. I won't spoil it.
One fine evening on the sandy coast, the feeling was irie round the drum circle when the wisest Rasta I ever saw gently joined us and sang of joy. Roots and culture seeped from his bones. He took out a spliff and said, "Pass this around." So I took a righteous drag. It was the best sensei that I ever had. And then I felt the chills run up my back. My good man, tell me what was that? He said, "My friend, you just smoked crack." You just smoked crack. Oh, crack. You just smoked. I just smoked crack. It's so fucking great. This is amazing. I thought it was marijuana. But now it's too fucking late.
It's not even in the movie. You know? It's not even in the movie, but it's such a good joke.
This is one of the things I like. This is why I fucking love The Lonely Island, right? Because there are ones that, like, you can tell why that got cut. You can tell why the fuck off one got cut. Because they don't make a point of being like his fans are all kids in the movie. Like it wouldn't fit in the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
But you can tell they were just having fun making this stupid fucking character. That's so fucking funny.
He smokes crack.
Andy Samberg's one of the people that he's just got a naturally really funny voice. Like
He does, yeah.
it's so fucking good. Anyway.
Oh, fuck.
Another happy question. So, Nathan, earlier I asked you the question, which was essentially what famous SNL cast member / comedian would you want to see take on an industry parody like this? Good examples, again, being like Ben Stiller taking on Hollywood in Tropic Thunder, obviously Lonely Island taking on the music industry in this.
Yes.
What do you think?
I don't know, but my favorite SNL cast member has, for the longest time, been Vanessa Bayer, because she's fucking hilarious. She just has a really understated, hilarious nature about her, which kills me so much. So I'd probably like to see her do something. But what that is, I don't know.
I've just Googled her. She's also in Brooklyn Nine-Nine for like a brief bit.
She is in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She plays very fun, weird characters.
Yeah.
Okay, like,
Oh, she's in I don't think you've seen it. What We Do in the Shadows?
I've not seen this series. No.
No. Oh, you've seen the movie, yeah, the Taika
I've seen the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in that as a very fun character as well.
Good
yeah,
for her.
I didn't know her by name, but I've just you've seen her pop up in stuff. Like
I also really like Bowen Yang as well. Bowen Yang could do something good.
Bowen Yang is my pick, right? And I
For
would
what,
have him. Yeah, I would have him.
Oh no! Here's my pick. I'll do Bowen Yang, but like, wait, what was the question?
So like they have to take on like a parody, like an industry parody, so like a genre parody.
I don't know why, but to me, there's something very funny about like Bowen Yang, a gay Asian man playing like a very straight-laced white character. Like I'm thinking like off the top of my head, I'm just thinking like Paul McCartney or John Lennon or something. You know, like I don't know why,
playing them in like a biopic kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he's the only one.
Maybe, yeah. I think it could work.
I'd like to see him play all 4 Beatles.
Maybe you can do that Sam Mendes movie, or those 4 Sam Mendes movies, or whatever's going on.
Oh yeah, he is like taking on a weird amount of Beatles things right at the minute.
Yeah, well, he's doing like the Avengers of Beatle movies. He's doing like each one gets a solo movie, and then they team up for the Beatles team up movie.
That's so strange.
It is. It's very weird. Why are you doing that, Sam Mendes?
Do you remember when you showed me Nowhere Boy?
Yeah, good movie.
No, it is a good movie, but he definitely wants to fuck his mum.
He does want to fuck his mum, but I think again that's just history, though. That's not the movie, you know. But John Lennon had a lot of weird shit in his life. Right?
Yeah,
he had a lot of weird shit going on.
Who do you think donated the crack?
No. All right.
You know, I would do Bowen Yang, and I'd have him take on a those kind of not really documentaries, the weird Film My Life Kardashian-esque things.
Oh yeah, the reality shows.
Yeah,
whatever.
I feel like Bowen Yang could fucking absolutely take the right piss out of something like that really well.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, team up with Ariana Grande. Let them do something together.
Yeah, that would be so. When they team
work
up on
well
SNL
together.
sketches, they're so funny.
You always get a powerhouse team up on SNL. I'll tell you who's always good. Andy Samberg and Justin Timberlake. They always do good stuff.
Yes,
always-
that's pretty much how not how it got started, but like
No.
it bolstered Lonely Island into the stratosphere when they were on SNL cast members.
Well, like every SNL digital short for like a good like few years was just Lonely Island songs. It was
Basically, yeah.
if they were just Lonely Island songs, you know. But yeah, the fucking Justin Timberlake and Andy Samberg, they've always had like Mother Lover and Dick in a Box.
Oh, the
and
classics, yeah.
Three-Way Golden Rule with Lady Gaga. That's great, man. That's good
Such
stuff.
a crazy moment. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't even anyone specific. I really loved the sketch recently of Pedro Pascal, and but someone can't stop shaking at the table or something. Someone keeps cutting their steak, and the table wobbles the entire time. And
I don't think I've seen that one.
it's not even that funny of a sketch. It's only
Hmm.
funny because Pedro Pascal just cannot contain his laughter. Like he can't get through lines by the end. It's so fucking funny. Just watching him just like die on stage of laughter, essentially.
It is very funny whenever they break. There was actually Andy Samberg actually did a song for the 40th anniversary of SNL. Well, now we're on the 50th, but he did a song with Andy Samberg about. Not Andy. He is Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg did a song with Andy Samberg.
Adam Sandler. Sorry.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
About breaking character. That's when you break.
What the one I really enjoy is the most like milquetoast SNL cast member, but whenever they get Colin Jost to read out the most just obscenely racist things.
No, yeah, that's the thing they do. That's like a Christmas tradition. They do.
Yeah.
Him and Michael Che, the other host of Weekend Update.
Yeah.
They do a bit where they just write each other's news segments. So yeah, Michael Che will always just get him to say some weird racist shit.
like it starts off innocuously normal and then it takes an extreme racist left turn.
You know, he's married to Scarlett Johansson.
He is, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Go on, Colin.
Anyway, Nathan, what we do here is we let the audience have their say. We're both still here. It's the same day. Nothing is different. Pierce says, finest girl, brackets, Bin Laden song, unironically goes hard as fuck. We both agree. I know that I think that is a fact, and Nathan, I presume you do too. He's nodding. Yeah, he's nodding, so he agrees. Unlucky Hunter then responded to Pierce, saying, incredible thoughts also slaps. Unlucky Hunter, I don't know if you're new to how this works, but you don't get to respond to people on this. You get to leave a thought, right? You leave a thought. You can't tag on to someone else's thought. You've just got to leave a thought, and that's that. I better not see this happening again. Garen says, I was one of the fortunate people who got to experience this movie in a cinema with a crowd, and let me tell you, it was a religious experience. Quite possibly the funniest movie to come out in the past decade. I'm not sure what film, if any, could go toe-to-toe with this for the amount of laugh-out-loud moments. P.S. I know you're finished with the Star Wars prequels, but can you just take a moment to remember Watto following the news of his passing a few days ago? Thank you. No, he owned slaves, and that's bad. Carney in the Ghost Realm says, what's Jake doing? I don't know. What is he doing? He's not in the movie. I can tell you that much. Nathan's shaking his head. Oh, he is in the movie. No, he's not in the movie. Okay, he's doing sign language to me now, and he's telling me that he's not in the movie, but he is in Nathan's heart because Brooklyn Nine-Nine remains to be Nathan's favourite show of all time. David, good friend of the show from the Talking Pictures podcast, says, I didn't think the Lonely Island Boys could reach the heights of Hot Rod, but they came pretty damn close with this Popstar. He didn't say this Popstar. I read it wrong. An incredibly well-done mockumentary with tons of hilarious cameos and some genuinely great songs. If they come together to make a third film, it would be my Cornetto trilogy. Perfect film, no notes. I don't disagree. I have no notes on your note, David. I've never seen Hot Rod, but I know that there's a scene in it where he drives up some sort of ramp and then fucking just absolutely nosedives into the side of the other ramp or something. And that's fun. And of course, finishing off, Pierce obviously... Oh?
Lawrence, here is your reminder. Take bins out.
Oh?
Lawrence, here is your reminder. Take bins out.
I've got to take the bins out. Anyway, Pierce then closes out with what he said earlier, which was finest girl, brackets Bin Laden song, unironically goes hard as fuck, and no! Unlucky Hunter is back, and he says, personally, I'm a bigger fan of the Style Boys' earlier work. It's tough to beat Donkey Roll. See, if you weren't responding to Pierce there, Unlucky Hunter, that would be fine and great, but you are responding to Pierce, and that's illegal. So never do that again, or we will attack you. Anyway, that is...
Lovely stuff, Nathan. What we do at this point in the show is we recommend some stuff to each other and to our lovely, lovely, loyal listeners.
Oh, shit.
That's code for I haven't got one. What we do is we just talk about something we've watched, read, experienced, or listened to, or whatever in the last week or so, and we tell each other. I will go first while Nathan thinks of one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Superstore is my recommendation. I got sick of doing movies because every time I do movies, you always go, "Oh, he's obviously doing a movie."
You do a lot of movies.
I watch a lot of movies too. Like that's just what I've been up to this week.
Bro's always watching movies.
Why don't you like Superstore? Why do you have a thing against Superstore?
I just never got into it. I tried it. I watched a few episodes and I was just like, it's not for me. It's not hitting. It's not hitting like the other great Michael Schur comedies, you know?
It is different. I will say it is like it's a different kind of comedy, I think.
I wasn't vibing with any of the cast. I like American Ferrara, but like no. This wasn't him.
They warm up into it, I think. Like, I will admit the first season can be a bit rough in places. But
I mean, that's true for, like, any Michael Schur comedy, though.
Yeah.
Really. Like, Parks and Rec, famously, quite rough first season. The Office, quite rough first season and stuff. But, I don't know, I watched a few episodes and I was like, not for me.
Honestly, it gets better. The one thing I fucking love about it is that it's, like, part of the entire arc. You know, like how Dunder Mifflin always had, like, the corporate, and that was, like, the second set of fun characters that you could touch back in on. Like once every while. They've kind of got like a roster for that, for like the corporate side of their store business. And like the show is like really pro-worker and pro-union. And like it does like for a comedy little sitcom, right? It does put out like genuinely like great messages, like how corporate will use dirty tactics and call in like ICE raids on undocumented immigrants and like play really dirty to like crush unions and union bust and shit like that. And the show is like, while having a good time, it's very much like, this happens, and it sucks, and you should always be for the people rather than for the company.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, just a great show. I really enjoy... I don't think he's, like, done loads. I think he was in Mad Men, which is what people know him from. I've never seen Mad Men, but...
I've never seen Mad Men.
Yeah, I know John Hamm's in it, and he has that meme where he's got a whiteboard, and he's like, look at this.
Oh, is that from Mad Men?
That's Mad Men, yeah.
All right.
Every now and again, I see like a little thing, a little short that's like epic Mad Men moments, and it's John Hamm being like, what if we pitched it this way? And they're like, he's advertised again. He's done it again. He's a madman.
Well done, John Hamm. Take the day off.
Yeah.
Good for you.
But no, Ben Feldman is like as a lead in that show, he's really fun. He plays like the progressive white man like character that everyone is like, will you ever shut up about fucking reading the New York Times and whatever, like or the Wall Street Journal and Huffington Post and those kind of prestigious outlets and stuff. Okay. Yeah, great. Look, I like it. It's a great show. I think it's filled with fun characters, and it's just a good comfort watch, as a lot of those Michael Schur comedies are.
I think you're wrong.
you gotta give it a full proper chance.
Wow,
I think you'd really like it. Like it's.
I don't think so. I tried it. It's just it wasn't hitting. I was like, I can't stay around for this, man. You know. You do.
We spoke about it a tiny bit like a while back, but like you do need to get into What We Do in the Shadows as a show that is so fucking funny.
I need to get into a lot of stuff. All right, there's a lot of stuff I need to watch. All right.
There's too much TV out there, like that Andy Samberg sketch.
There is, yeah. What sketch is that?
That's the one where he hosted the Emmys.
Yeah, the Emmys one. Yeah.
And he locks himself away and he's like, "Now I've seen all the telly or something."
I do wish I could do that. I'd love to just like be able to like pause time for like fucking just give me a month or something, you know?
Yeah. Let me catch up a sec.
Just give me a month. Like pay me so I can survive and shit, or just give me stuff that I can live on, you know.
Yeah.
And then just give me time to catch up on everything. All right.
Yeah.
You know. Same goes for like I'm so behind on podcasts and everything. It's
January is always my catch up because that's when so many podcasts just disappear for like a couple of weeks at least.
Not us. We'll never disappear.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Nathan, what are you recommending?
I am gonna take a leaf out of your book and recommend the show I am currently watching or rewatching, as it were.
Yeah.
Modern Family.
Oh, great one. Yeah.
A powerhouse. You want to talk about a good comedy? Don't watch that fucking Walmart shit. All right.
It's good Walmart shit. Leave it alone.
Watch Modern Family instead. Actually, a good show. All right. It's great. I love Modern Family. Yeah, I'm rewatching it currently. I think Sofia Vergara is so underrated as a comedian.
Really is,
as a
yeah.
comedy actress, because she's fucking hilarious. I said to you the other day, but the running joke that Gloria, her character, does not know the English word for helicopter. so she, whenever she's talking about it, she'll just go,
That show has so many like recurring gags that are great. The broken step. They gotta fix that.
the
From Phil.
broken step. Yeah, gotta fix that step. That's very good. The Clive Bigsby and the little role play they do every Valentine's Day is so good.
It gets progressively more and more absurd each time. Like, it's so good. And then don't they end up like role playing Clive Bigsby role playing as Phil or something at some point?
Oh yeah, I think so. But yeah, it gets so absurd with it. I think there's not many shows which do like fucking like miscommunication humor as well as Modern Family. Like it just perfectly nails it every time. It's so good.
The one where they're in the restaurant and they're talking about like how they have like
Lily.
Yeah, because Lily's from Vietnam or something.
Yeah,
and like what they're saying insinuates the most racist kind of conversation ever to be had.
Yeah.
It's not. It's completely innocent in context. It's just, they do that so well. You're right.
They do that. Yeah, it's so well done. Also, the actress who plays Lily is hilarious.
Yeah,
as well.
really
like,
is.
Like even as like a 3-4 year old, like fucking. I was watching one just the other night where Mitch and Cam's friend, played by what's her name?
I know exactly. Nathan something.
No. She's a woman. Played by Rita Repulsa in Power Rangers. Fuck, what's her name?
What is her fucking name? Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks, yes. Played by Elizabeth Banks, and like she gets married.
Rita Repulsa in
that was the only thing I could think of. That was all I could think of, all right? But Elizabeth Banks. You haven't seen Scrubs. My other reference would have been Kim from Scrubs. But
okay, all right.
Scrubs. Okay.
I like how you catered it to me, Power Rangers enthusiast.
She got married, and then she says to Lily, "Sorry, you couldn't come to my wedding. It was for kids. It was no kids allowed." And Lily just goes, "It's all right. I'll go to your next one."
Yes.
And then like Midge comes out and like, "Oh, she just means like," and Lily just goes, "She knows what I mean."
Yeah. It's so good. Yeah, Lily's fucking really fun. Like as a fucking like 4-year-old as well.
Yeah,
so funny.
Good, hilarious. Yeah.
Oh man, well there you go.
Show.
2 recommendations from 2 fun people. That's me and Nathan, by the way.
This whole episode is just us being retelling other people's jokes and laughing at them. Really.
Yeah, basically. But that's what a good comedy episode is. We haven't done a straight-laced comedy in ages on the show. I don't think.
I don't think we ever have we?
There'll be one somewhere that we've forgotten about.
I don't know. I don't think we have.
But
I'm not sure.
It's a banger.
There we go.
Indeed. Anyway, thank you. I don't know how to do these outros anymore because a lot of it's like follow us and also rate the show. But like, I don't mind if you don't.
Don't worry about any of that shit. What's coming next week?
What is coming next week, Nathan? It's this.
In this wasteland, I am the one who runs from both the living and the dead. A man reduced to a single instinct. Survive.
Man, this guy is so accidentally cool.
Anyway, if you're confused about what that was, you won't be next week. It's a fun little thing we're doing.
Yeah.
Our last, it's not even really a series, but our last event.
No, not really. No, the week after. We got something.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
God, I'm enjoying doing the slow reveal of the last topics.
And the last episode as well, if you think about it.
And the penultimate one is maybe Matt Stewart.
Maybe. I'm looking at the schedule now. I'm not sure, but maybe
We'll discuss.
we'll see if we can make it work.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening. We have another podcast as well, Nathan, don't we?
We do. It's called Still Got Legs. Hope you like Doctor Who because it's all about that. And that one's not ending. So, join us. Listen to that one. We'll still be around.
We're keeping the more niche and specific one. It's a bigger show.
now.
Got a better audience.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, whoa, hey.
Better is strong. Look, bigger audience.
Hey, yeah, use the wrong word there.
And we like
join
them
us for that. Shut up. Join us for that. That comes out every Monday. Links below, maybe. I don't really know. Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff indeed. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next Friday at 10 a.m. Stay beautiful. Stay conifer reeled. What else?
Stay never stop, never stopping.
Hell yeah. You heard it here first. Goodbye.
Stay me with a floor show, kicking with your torso. Boys get high, the girls even lows.
Just say goodbye.
Bye.